of Save Victor Will. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So today we are sporting some new hair. We are just doing eyes and lips today because it's the end of the day, and this is just a catch up on my budget buy, no buy, trying to keep honest with this, and this is the way to do it, by going on video and then you can see if I'm doing good or bad. Did I fail this month? You're gonna have to wait and see. And then while I was talking, I did just very quickly use a few shades from the Kara Cosmetics Capricorn palette. It's just a very, very simple look today while I was chatting. Since it's the end of the day, I didn't want to put on any base. And that's it. So if you want to see how I did for the month of March and what kind of products that I was using, how my project pan was doing, you've come to the right place and you just need to keep on watching. Hey everybody, it is time to go over my March no buy, low buy and see how I did. Spoiler alert, March was a little rough. So while we're discussing, and I will also in between be posting some looks about you from the older palettes that I have been using during this month. And then we will be also trying from Kara Beauty their Capricorn palette. This is the first time I'm going to be playing with this brand. I got this at HomeSense, Winter's HomeSense, which is kind of like TJ Maxx for Canada. And I've been wanting to try Kara Beauty, and they are putting out a horoscope collection. Capricorn was a color story that stuck out to me. They also had Sagittarius I saw there, but this was the color story I like, and I'm very excited to see what they're going to do for May for Gemini. And I'm also sporting some new hair today. I just got my hair done. I like to see my favorite gal for hair. And yeah, so I thought maybe we can do some eye makeup. I don't know if I'm going to do a base or not. I might just, lunch. I just might do my eyes. I did do my brows this morning and then maybe some lips. Yeah, because it's the afternoon. I went to had a massage today, got my hair done, and now I'm in the kind of the mood to kind of catch up and play with a little bit of makeup. But let's start and refresh regarding our rules, and then we will see how we've done. So my no buy rules. All right, okay, well let's just I'll just go by my original one here, which was no new brands. Try to buy only things that I've run out of. And any exciting releases, I'm trying to pan, use up things that I have in quantity, and I was trying to buy no clothes, no home things, and trying to be a little bit more careful about eating out and spending money unnecessarily. Yeah. Well, that is rude that I deleted my own notes here. But anyways, let's see what we did. So when it comes to home items, I did relatively decently. I went and I met up with a friend. We try at least 3 or 4 times a year to meet up for brunch, and that's what we did. And she usually, after we leave, she usually ends up going to a store called Penny Pinchers. And I've never gone before, and this time I was like, do you mind if I join you? And she's like, let's do it. So it's a thrift store, and it has one side has more home items, and then across the street, which we didn't get to, was the clothing department, but we went to the home department and I found a few amazing things. I will post them somewhere here. Discovered Penny Pinchers today. Thank you, Dorothy. I cannot believe I found locket curlers after just having this discussion on my Facebook. Somebody's gonna know who that's for. French press. Like, so happy. I bought some gorgeous picture frames. I bought two, and as you'll see, they're very, very cool. And they have pictures from some ladies from the 1940s. I think they may be the same lady, maybe a few years apart. I'm not 100% sure, but they were only $7.50 each. They were amazing. And then I managed to get a new mid-century type bowl for my table. I was looking for a clock, and I picked up a couple other little gadgety things that I was looking for the kitchen, and the whole thing came to under $40. So that's not bad. No lady heads though. So, oh, my cats are running around here and wreaking havoc with my background, but there we go. And yeah, and then a few days later, I went into another thrift store, vintage store, and I found another clock. And yeah, so that's it for home sort of stuff. Again, I'm trying to be really careful, but when you come across a really good deal and under $40, why not? And when you see the items attached there, you will see why I had to give in. Clothes, I did buy one thing this month. It's a t-shirt, which should be coming soon. I bought some merch from Wilma's Finger Do review. I'll try to remember to link her down below. She watches the RuPaul's Drag Race and does commentaries on the various ones. She sometimes does makeup looks, lives. She's really fantastic. So I had to buy one of her shirts. She doesn't know yet. And yeah, so that's it for clothes. So I think that's a very good. I was going through a sweatshirt phase. You know what? I think I'm going to fix my background that my cats decided to make a mess of. Let's see, can I do it by hand? Nope, I got to move it. All right. There we go. So yeah, so I kind of went through a whack of sweatshirts. I bought one from the SPCA. I bought one from, what did I buy? One from the SPCA. I bought one from Retro Kids, and then I bought another one from another YouTuber. So yeah, so I was kind of going on a little binge there, but I was really good. Only one t-shirt, so that's really good. So I'm pretty proud of myself. March has been a little bit rough because I don't know how I did it. I think it's from using the computer a lot. What are you guys doing? You guys are crazy today. Been getting pains in my arms. So I've been seeing a chiropractor and some massage therapy, and we're trying to get it that my arm stops tingling. So it'd be kind of between there. I kind of did a little bit of retail therapy. But that's kind of it on the home stuff. I will print some looks that I've done with these particular palettes, but during this month I used some Lethal shadows. I thought while I was waiting for the new Lethal release that I had bought in my February, that was my item that I picked. And I did a couple looks with some of the older Lethal stuff that I had. I also played with Kaleidos. I played with some Beauty Bay, and yeah, Wacka Beauty Bay. Yeah, I think that's mostly what I use. And then I did a few other palettes in between. Like I did the new Lethal palette. I did the new Lois palette. Oh, and then I also played with an older Lois palette as well during the month. So I've been definitely going through all my things that I've been using. So again, I will post up some looks. And before we discuss purchases, let's start doing something with the eyeballs. This again is the color story here, and I'm going to see if I can invent something here that goes with my new hair look. So probably something winged out. I haven't had Betty Bangs in a while, or fringe as the folks in the UK call it. And oh, let me just go grab my brush. All right, so quick recap. Clothes, only one t-shirt. We bought some home goods, a few things, but again, no lady heads, so that's something. So a little bit, because we're trying to not to buy any home wares, but not too bad. We were very good at using a whack of different eyeshadow palettes during the month, because that's part of our no buy, low buy, is we want to use the makeup we have and we want to use things up. So I do have a project pan going as well at the same time, so that I can get down to my set base products and then focus on things like gorgeous eyeshadows, blushes, and highlighters. Maybe even lipsticks, but you know, I don't need to change my foundations, powders, concealers, mascaras as much as I have been doing, so I've been going through everything. So when it comes to project panning, we finished our e.l.f. today, or the other day, so we've got another putty primer down. That was part of it. So I got a new one that I've started, so I had to buy that, so I'll add that into my purchases because I am totally out. And I am almost done with my Morphe setting spray. It is the setting spray that keeps on giving. I can't hear anything in here anymore, but it keeps spraying out product. So I think for sure there's only one more use, so we might as well call that quits for this month, so for the month of March. Other than that, we have been doing a little bit of damage on things. I've also added another brow product to the mix. So I was needing to finish my Wonder Wax. So for a few days, I just wanted something super, super simple. So it was easy just to brush in a wax. So I added that into my brows. So that brows are I think the only thing. So I've been trying to focus mostly on the lighter one, but I am getting there, as you can see. And occasionally, if I miss grabbing the lighter shade, I will grab the darker one. But both of them were getting pretty close. So I think for sure by the end of the year, for sure we will have used both of these up. Everything else is pretty much the same. Foundation is getting there. I hear less in there, so I would think 100% by the end of this month. The NARS should be done. And oh, and then speaking of headway, the Moira bronzer that I've been using, there's a massive pan there. So that's what you get for really focusing on a product. But again, everything else is, it's moving along slowly. I have been really loving this Fenty blush that I added to the pile. And we've got a bit of a dip in there, so it is doing really well. So let's grab ourselves a brush here, and then I'm gonna go into this sheet. It's called Midnight Snack. So it is this dark blue. So we are going to go dip into that, and we can try out some Kara Cosmetics. All right, so let's go into purchasing. So I had upped my allowance the previous month because I think I was trying just to do, I saved $50 when I started. I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to go double check and then I will pop it up below. I think I raised it to $100, and I thought that that would do a lot better because there wasn't too much stuff I was needing other than a new primer. I'm using the luminous one I picked up because it looks like e.l.f. the putty primer is out everywhere, and then when I picked up the Capricorn palette, they also happen to have one e.l.f. luminous putty primer, so I had to grab that while I could, plus I was out. So for releases, I was doing really well. I had planned on seeing what there was and possibly not buying anything, but then we got the news that Makeup Geek was closing. And I do like Makeup Geek. I'd only ever done one order before, and I had always had plans to go back into trying Makeup Geek and just never did. There was a primer that I wanted, a face primer, oil type thing I wanted to try. I wanted to try some more shadows. I wanted to try the eyeliners that they had released. And well, with I think it was 30% off, it was the time to try, so I did one order there. So between the Capricorn palette, some e.l.f. putty primer, which I still haven't received, the Makeup Geek order, I thought we did really well. And the Makeup Geek order came to, what have we got here? What was the total? 48 US. So say 60 Canadian, plus that would leave a few dollars left. So I thought I was doing pretty good there. And then Suva released the opaques. Yeah. So I've been trying a little P. Louise in the past, and I just wanted to do more, but it's really kind of expensive to get P. Louise here. And a lot of times Morphe, which takes a lot of time, doesn't always have a lot of the stuff for me to pick, at least for here in Canada. So I thought when Suva released the opaques, here we go, I have one here. I ordered one for Teresa, and then I ordered a few for me, and you can use them for lips, cheeks, eyes, eyeliner, as a colored eye primer. You can wear it as a shadow on its own. I had to try it, and plus they're local and Canadian. So that kind of then broke. Like I said, I had maybe $10 left in my budget, and then the opaques happened, and then those were $89 Canadian. So basically almost doubling my budget. So that is not so good. Not so good, my friends. But I was really, you know, there was quite a few interesting releases out, but I do have a series that I've started navigating new releases on a no buy budget buy, and then you can see the ones that I was interested in and lots of ones that I did not buy. So yeah, so that was supposed to be the end. Yeah, I know. I'm a makeup addict. I have a problem. I love eyeshadow, I love makeup. So I was I wasn't on the live, I was watching the live of Sylvia Monroe, who I'm a patron of, and we're friends. And her and Elena Glam have been working with Christina from Gourmand Girls, and she had a beautiful palette, and I was resisting. I watched Elena's video, resisted. Saw all the photos, resisted. Watched Sylvia do it. Sylvia have a discount code. Had to go back to the website and bought. So there we go. So then I did, and I'll post pictures of some of the things that I bought. So then it was my final purchase for March is from the Gourmand Girls. I bought a set of lashes, and then she had a bundle on 2 of her palettes that you could get bundled together. One that was out at Christmas and one of her earlier palettes. And then plus I got the discount, which basically covered almost all of the shipping. It was like I paid $2 shipping. So I do have some Gourmand Girls coming, and hopefully I will have a video up for that pretty soon. She shipped it UPS to try to get it to me fast enough. And I will also hopefully be doing a live with Christina or on Sylvia's page or a whack of us using the Gourmand Girls palette. So there we go. I've been futzing around with this blue here. This is really, really nice. I think I went a little bit ham on the eye primer. Should have blended it in a little bit. But so far, this Kara Beauty is looking really nice. And I've got myself this nice blue wing here. And yeah, so as you can tell, I've been a little bit naughty on the spending. So I'm going to probably say we're at triple our allowance, just under, and that is not very good. All right, so I think we're just going to be doing a simple look, and I'm going to be running out of time, so I'm just going to quickly shut the camera off and turn it back on. We'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. So what I did was I just went while I was off camera, took a little bit of the excess of the eye primer off, blended into my lid a little bit of the blue, and then just matched up the corners a little bit by pulling a little bit of color from this side so it would equal that side. And there we go so far. So that is nice. Before doing what we decide to do for shimmer, I'm just going to put a little bit of the blue along the bottom, and we will that spray, because we are testing this out as well as discussing my failures for the month of March. So, March. So yeah, March, I guess if you add the home items in, I for sure tripled my spending like I was supposed to. I knew this wouldn't be easy. This girl likes to spend money. If she has it or no, Afterpay has, I don't know how happy or helpful Afterpay is really. But the one thing I do like about when I do use Afterpay, I have my debit set up to it, so there's no added additional money to my credit card. So that is always a win to have it be actual physical cash, not a credit card. So that's pretty good. So I'm trying to do way better for April. It's the Sephora sale starts tomorrow, so I'm going to really decrease what I was going to buy. I did a video on that as well. If I didn't link it on top, I'll link it below, or you can just check it out on the channel. But I did do a Sephora sale, what was on my list and what I would think that I would like to get. But I think it's definitely going to be just a few things that I want to restock. I'm going to try not to buy any new items, I think. First off, because I spent way too much in March and I'm going away on a little mini weekend for Easter. And then second of all, Nomad's releasing a palette and it looks really good. I've only seen 4 shades from it, but on Sunday we're going to see. And if the rest of the shades are as amazing as the shades they've been sneak peeking of the palette, I won't be able to resist myself and I will 100% end up buying the Nomad palette. So I can't, again, buy crap tons of stuff on Sephora and straighten myself out here and buy Nomad and try to say that I'm doing any kind of low buy, budget buy. Definitely been spending way less on makeup than I did last year by this time. I would say at least half. So I'm gonna call that a semi-win. It's still not great, but definitely better. So thinking, because again, always greens call me, but I think because we're just doing a simple look something to do while I'm chatting here, I'm just going to use the shimmer that's in the palette, and I can't read this one, and this one is Instincts. So that is that shimmery blue. So we're just gonna do that. That's not bad for a cute little palette. It's 8 pans. It looks to be half mattes, half shimmers. And going on really nicely. I have very little fallout, so that's a win. I always have to admit I like a palette that has a little fallout, and the shimmers are going on really nicely here. So just a little spray helped just to make the, so there we go. Like I said, we're just doing a little look while we're playing. And so, and then for inner corner, we do have this whitish shade. This is called Karma, so that shade there. So I think I will do that for my inner corner. And, ooh, I should clean that brush a little bit more. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but wow, that is great. I guess from washing my other makeup off, my eyes are a little bit red, so I'm getting a bit of a zombie look in my eyeballs. So there we go. So that's just a quick little tryout of this. I'm only using 3 of the shadows. So the Capricorn palette again from Kara Beauty. So we'll definitely play with this some more. Like I said, not too much fallout, just a few bits here, but that's it. And yeah, so let's put on some mascara. I was going to stick some liner on, but I think that's it. So for my little catch up, so there we go. How did I do for March? Yeah, not very well. Am I going to give up? No, I'm going to try and do my best. So I think for Sephora, I'm going to try to keep it down to getting some extra of my tape to get the cleansing balm. I might even buy 2 because it's 30% off Sephora. So that will last me. And then the balm, the tape, and I think my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I think those are the 3 things I'm going to try and stick to. I was thinking of buying some extra of the shampoo and conditioner, but since it's already $8.70 per bottle, 20% off is nice, but it's not, it doesn't mean that I should stock up on something when I already have some, and it's not that expensive to end off with. Maybe we should just put on a red lip while we're here. So I'm just going to pick one of the liners that I'm paying here. And I just noticed, because I got my hair cut, so I've got some teeny bit, little bit of hair still stuck from when I got my hair cut. But there we go. That's it. I just wanted to quickly catch up on my no buy, budget buy, low buy to see where I went. Oh, one of the items was on there that only getting my hair done probably quarterly, and I was going to definitely get it done for Viva. Since I'm not going to Viva, but I'm going to Kelowna with a friend instead, here is my hair. And now that it is one single color, it'll be definitely way easier to maintain. So anyways, that's it. Here's my rambly video on my catch up. A little quick teeny weeny little play with the Kara Cosmetics Capricorn palette. And that's it. So if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, or hit that notification bell, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. I can still ramble words at you while playing with a little bit of eyeshadow. It's weird not having a full face of base on, that is for sure. So behave, make good choices, wear a mask when it's still busy and crowded, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.